Hello everyone, welcome to House Decor. Today in this video, I am going to show you some country style vintage home decor ideas. Let's take a look. Country style vintage home decor blends rustic charm with time-worn elegance, creating cozy, lived-in spaces that feel both welcoming and timeless. Here are some practical tips for creating a beautiful country-style vintage home decor that feels authentic, warm, and thoughtfully curated. Top tips for country-style vintage decor. Start with a neutral base. Choose soft whites, creams, beige, and muted tones for walls and large furniture pieces. Neutral colors allow vintage pieces and textures to stand out. Mix old with new, but then vintage. Pair new furniture with antique or thrifted items to avoid a dated feel. Add one-of-a-kind vintage finds to give your home character and history. Use neutral and trim-on materials. Opt for furniture and accent in distressed wood, iron, cotton, linen, and stone. Avoid anything too glossy or modern. Imperfections add charm. Layer textures for a cozy look. Combine soft textiles, quilts, straws, lace, and ruffles with harder materials like wood, metal. Use layered rugs, pillows, and curtains to create warmth. Embrace vintage patterns. Add gingham, florals, ticking straps, or towel in soft, faded tones. Use patterned fabrics for table turners, pillow covers, or curtains. Repurpose and upcycle. Turn an old leather into a blanket rack or shelves. Use vintage crates for storage or as planters. Repaint or distress old furniture to give it new life. Decorate with meaning. Display heirlooms or antique finds that tell a story. Use mason jars, animal pictures, or glass bottles for flower arrangements or candle holders. Create focal points. A rustic farmhouse table, an antique armory, or a vintage mirror can serve as eye-catching anchors for a room. Go for warm, soft lighting. Use lamps with fabric shades, candles, or lantern-style lights to create a welcoming glow. Avoid overly bright white lighting. Soft and warm is best. Don't overcrowd, avoid clutter. Leave breathing room around beaches so your vintage finds shine. A few well chosen items speak louder than many mismatched ones. Use farmhouse inspired hardware, swap modern knobs and handles for antique style brass, iron, or ceramic hardware. Cup pulls on drawers or ornate handles. Add a vintage farmhouse flair instantly. Incorporate open storage. Use open shelves, glass front cabinets, and ladder racks to display everyday items with charm. Stock vintage dishes, teacups, and folded linens where they are visible and accessible. Add a touch of nature. Decorate with dried flowers, eucalyptus, lavender bundles, or wildflowers in simple vases or mason jars. Wooden crates filled with seasonal produce or pine cones make beautiful rustic displays. Install bedboard or shiplap. Bedboard wainscoting or shiplap walls add classic cottage character. Easy to DIY or add as a feature wall in kitchens, bathrooms, or entryways. Layer with vintage mirrors. Use antique mirrors with patina or ornate frames to reflect light and add charm. Great for entryways over mantels or above dressers. Decorate with time-worn books. Stack old, faded books with torn cover or vintage bindings. Tie them with twine and use them as risers for candles or plants. Choose soft, worn-in rugs, vintage look rugs or natural fiber options like jute or wool. Add a grounded, earthy element. Offer faded patterns and low-pile rugs that feel time-worn but cozy. Use repurposed or handmade decor. Think hand-painted signs, chalkboards, or vintage-style clocks. Mix woods and finishes. Don't worry about matching all the wood tones. A mix of oak, pine, or painted finishes adds to the authentic vintage feel. Contrast light, distressed furniture with darker wood floors or vice versa for depth. Display collections with purpose. Showcase themed vintage collections, ironstone dishes, antique tins, or old cameras. Use shelves, cabinets, or tray displays to group them neatly and make them look curated, not cluttered. Utilize vintage text and papers, frames, old letter, botanical book pages, music sheets, or maps for inexpensive vintage wall art. Use vintage postcards or recipe cards on a cookbook or wire photo display. Make a statement with a vintage focal wall. Use reclaimed wood or wallpaper with vintage floral or royal patterns. Alternatively, hang a grid of old windows, signs, or rustic trays for a gallery wall. Create a cozy entryway nook. Use a vintage bench, hooks for straw hats or old keys, and a basket of shoes. Add a rustic mirror and fresh flowers for a welcoming touch. Add personality with chalkboards. A framed chalkboard in the kitchen or hallway can display quotes, grocery lists, or seasonal greetings. Hang baskets and oven decor. Wicker baskets add warmth and texture. Use them for wall decor or as practical storage. Hanging flat baskets in a cluster creates a beautiful natural feature wall. Include a touch of whimsy. Add crockery vintage items, a scale on the kitchen counter, a bird case as a planter, or old rainbows filled with flowers by the door. It keeps the space playful and inviting. Seasonal styling with vintage charm. Swap out a few decor pieces for each season. Spring, watering cans, floral prints, pastel linens. Summer, lemons in vintage bowls, straw hats, garden signs. Patina is beautiful. Don't over refinish old items. Let them show wear and history. Stick to soft, muted tones even in accent pages. Bold colors can feel out of place in a vintage country setting. Don't overdo it. Balance cozy and calm. Leave open spaces so special pieces can breathe. Thanks for watching the video.